Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. Bit of a fucking cold, windy fucking day here in Melbourne, but the grind doesn't stop. We continue our search looking for the ultimate sesh spot in the entire world, and today we're looking around Brooklyn. Small little suburb here in between like Altona North and Sunshine, I guess. I don't really fucking know. It's really windy. You have to bear with me. Hopefully the wind can fucking settle down a bit and we can find a nice spot here to roll up. Will it be the ultimate spot? Today we find out. Yeah, we start our adventure here in Altona Gate, of course opened in 1977 to basically serve the rapidly growing population of the Altona sort of area. Many a joint have actually been smoked in this exact area. So yeah, I can actually sort of vouch that this is a pretty mad spot. But yeah, technically Altona North, so it won't be for today's purposes, but let's see if we can find the ultimate spot now. And we're now here at the A.W. Bond Reserve. Yeah, so this is basically next to Altona Gate. Like it's literally, pretty sure it's that building right there. Yeah, it's a pretty sort of basic sort of spot. I mean, you got the football pitch here and like the park, playground and shit. But to be honest, overall, pretty fucking basic. There isn't a lot going on, but it's kind of nice. Like it's chill. The grass looks good. And I kind of got this whole place to myself at the moment. It does look like it is the home ground of the Newport Storm Football Club. More or less, this is basically it. But yeah, there were actually some light fixtures, like some LED lights that got installed recently. And actually both this and the DN Dwayne's Reserves local council are actually requesting $4 million in funding to actually upgrade both of their facilities. Now, I actually think Bond Reserve needs it a little bit more. This is actually much better than the other one. It is basically more or less the same thing, but just bigger and more spread out. However, there is like a nice walking path here. And actually, I was just looking around over behind that there, and just behind the football pitch here is probably the best sort of spot in this area, especially in terms of like discreetness and just chilling on your own. The only downside is that there are basically people's houses pressed up against that fence there. So yeah, if you're worried about people veering in on you, then maybe that's not the one. But yeah, I don't know, not a bad little spot here, to be honest. It's pretty much got everything that you'd want in terms of like good seating, good like chill spaces, quite discreet, especially in that area that I was talking about. But yeah, the path, especially on a nice day, would be fucking busy, I could imagine. There are already like a lot of people jogging on it, and it's a fucking pretty average day. So yeah, with that being said, let us head to our next spot now. Yeah, there's essentially like this cool sort of bridge thing that looks over Corroy Creek just behind Macca's. So yeah, I'm basically going to try and figure out if there's a way that I can get there and if there's a cool spot to roll up. So yeah, let's go on a bit of an adventure and try and find that now. This is the bridge that I was talking about that is behind the Macca's, essentially. It's sort of hard to know what to say about this place because I don't even really know what it's called or where I am, other than the fact that I'm behind the Macca's and within a bunch of like industrial sort of buildings. But yeah, we're standing here on this sort of dodgy fucking rock slope. I think we'll have a little look down here. It's fucking windy, so I'm gonna be sort of careful here. Seems like a pretty fucking popular spot with the youngins and artists that would come here and paint. Yeah, all throughout this track here, which isn't really a track, but the track that I've taken, there are sort of rusted down spray cans and yeah, all through here really. It's hard to know if I'm still in frame or not. In fact, actually impossible to know. Will this be the spot? Wait, let me get where the camera can properly see me. Will this be the ultimate spot? I don't know. The only thing that's holding me back is there is this building at the end of the video, which I assumed sort of would be the ultimate spot, but it's hard to know if it's going to be better than this. This is pretty fucking mad. Yeah, got this nice old bridge here, all graphed up. Really shows the dichotomy of old and new, I guess. I don't know. Is this the ultimate spot here in Brooklyn? I don't know. I'll let you guys be the judge. As I said, there is a cool, iconic spot that we're yet to hit. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll head to the next spot now and see if that's it. Yeah, it's actually part of the Corroyd Creek Aqueduct here on Federation Trail. Thankfully, I've stumbled across this sign, so I have a bit more info on the place. But yeah, it seems like you can sort of get down into it, which is a fun thought. That's going to have to be another video, unfortunately, as we still have a few more spots to hit. But I gotta say, definitely an honorable mention to Buried Sewer. This place is fucking sick, to be honest. And yeah, super low-key, have the whole place to myself, super easy to get to. It looked like it was going to be kind of a bit cunty, but it's actually pretty easy. Mad chill spot. Great scenery, great view of like the creek, pretty cool bridge as well, and some nice art. So honestly a top tier sort of spot there. And yeah, let's move on to the next spot. And we're over here at the G.J. Johnson Reserve. Not a bad one at all here, just situated over here by this sort of Animorphs fucking kangaroo thing. But yeah, honestly, not a bad little spot here, just sort of tucked away off of these roads. There's like a main road onto the freeway over there, and Miller's Road just down a bit further, but we got this little nice tucked away pocket here where we are, and yeah, pretty cool sculpture. I like this a lot. There's a basketball and netball rings over there. We also have Crofts Reserve across the road there. It seemed like the car park was full. I'm assuming there's like some sporting event happening right now. And actually behind us is the Corroyd Creek. So a bit further down, I believe we have the Corroyd Creek viewing platform, which is where we are. Pretty fucking mad view of like this bend here in Corroyd Creek. Yeah, we got this like massive sort of viewing platform. This is probably the highlight of the view here, this bend in the creek. As I said, don't really need to explain what's here. It's just pretty fucking nice. It's sort of tucked away from the rest of the park, and I think this is like the best section of the area, personally. So yeah, I don't know, will it be today's ultimate spot? We've had some really good spots in this video, but yeah, we've still got one more to hit. So, let's head there now. So yeah, I was just about to head down this trail here when I discovered right next to the viewing platform, if this isn't a fucking sesh spot, then I don't know what is. It's basically the same, but way more low-key. Like, look at this, you got some nice, like, seating options with the rocks, plus you still get that nice view of the creek. Plus you get some cool, like, beams and support struts. Not a bad sort of spot at all. We will now continue our sort of walk down the trail here and see if we can find the ultimate spot. So yeah, if you continue down that trail, you'll eventually get to here. This is Harris Reserve. Seems like they have a bunch of these sculptures all the way down the trail here. These are a bit more humanoid though, and less like anamorph. Honestly, a bit of a letdown. But no, these are cool. These are cool. The sculptures are cool. The walk's very pretty, and the trail is nice. You're of course walking alongside the Corroy Creek the entire time, which is very picturesque, very beautiful. Unfortunately, this spot doesn't have much going on. We do have the Bocce Club to my right here, which is kind of fucking tempting, but it doesn't look like there's a lot going on right now, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll keep this one brief and we'll head to that next spot. Now here out the front of the old Monsanto chemical plant here in Brooklyn. And yeah, such an iconic building in the area. But yeah, basically, obviously Monsanto, super controversial company, known for using poisonous chemicals in their products, such as Roundup, the weed killer. Super bad for the environment and general health. They have also like genetically modified seeds, which would then blow into farmers' crops and contaminate their entire crops. Just like super dodgy fucking company. But yeah, this is basically their old site, the old manufacturing plant. And yeah, the demolition of this site was actually one of the largest demolition projects in the country at the time. This was like the control room office building for the manufacturing plant. And this is basically all that remains. That being said, the soil is also super toxic at the moment. Yeah, a lot of people reckon that's why they haven't really done much with the space. But yeah, supposedly remediation works are in progress. With that being said, it's probably pretty fucking dodgy being here. But yeah, pretty cool spot with a lot of crazy history. It's a little bit creepy, kinda giving like culty asylum sort of vibes. So yeah, come on over. Let's see if we can find a cool spot inside to roll one up, I guess.